What the? Where am I?
What the
Oh,
squigonometry?
oh my God! What's going on? Am I in
I think
uh hell? No, hell has two, not two. That's not where I
that's not
am.
where he is.
Wait,
That's not it.
we're here on the PhD podcast. That's where we
Oh,
are.
yes, we are.
I didn't have a good bit for this. I kind of gave up immediately.
Placeholder just kind of started,
Yeah,
and now here we are.
and now here we are.
So, welcome back.
Hello, everyone, to another episode of the PhD podcast, episode 13,
Holy shit, 13.
which is honestly an apt number for what we're talking about here today.
It is. It's a very uneasy number.
Mhm.
I feel like there's lots of what's the word? Oh my god, like folk literature about how 13, it's like 13 and 7. Those two numbers in specific are like demon numbers.
Yep, the number 13, I'm pretty sure, has some sort of significance in the world.
Or
of
it's like there's no,
Spirit
because like there's not like a 13th floor in a lot of places, right? That's like a thing.
Or I think there's I actually don't know, but there still has to be a 13th floor though, because that's not important though.
Well, they just don't list it.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Like in the elevator, sometimes in like big buildings, it'll go like 12 to 14.
On our first
and there won't be a 13.
I guess we could look that up too. Hold on, we'll get to that in a second. We're not talking about the number 13 today.
No, we're not. Placeholder, we're talking about conspiracy.
That's right. Today we're talking about conspiracy.
Now, what? That's not it.
That's consistency.
What is the definition for conspiracy?
Folks, a conspiracy, a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful.
Yes.
It
could also be things that were already done that
Mm-hmm.
were unlawful or harmful, and I think it's like in general something that is kind of hidden.
Today, honestly, we're talking about the more colloquial term of conspiracy anyway, which is like
theories,
secret things going on behind the scenes.
Yep. And we've got a lot of conspiracies. If you've been keeping up with the news, lots of conspiracies there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of conspiracies just about life in general before the news.
That's true. This whole channel's a conspiracy.
Exactly. Because Placeholder himself is a conspiracy.
I am actually the first sentient AI, if you can believe it.
I'm actually being held hostage. You remember how we said Placeholder is actually fat? Well, it was kind of like an analogy for all the data banks and everything. He's like an amalgam of a machine.
That's right.
And man.
I am both
Almost
man
cyborg.
and machine. I am a goo bot.
Yep.
My wires are contained in gel jars.
You can't see it, but actually, I'm being held to this couch right now through wires that he's actually protruding, extended out into me. So I'm not able to move.
Here's your lore, I guess, for the pod. This is why we're so smart and intelligent, and we've never been wrong, because we're completely connected to computers. It's all computer.
We're getting all the information
right into our nuts or brains. Both. I forget which one. But yes, folks, I am actually a big fat man robot.
Yep. So we have got lots of things to talk about.
That's right.
Placeholder.
Yes.
Since you brought up conspiracies, I think that you got to start. What is a conspiracy that you feel like you wanted to talk about today?
Okay. And I would like to point something out. Today, I decided we were going to do conspiracies because another person that we know, whose alias I'll go with, Catherine Tuveg. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Catherine Tuveg. Said that we should do a conspiracy episode, and then I scratched my little noggin here, and I said, "Oh, that's a good idea. We should do that today." Blah, blah, blah. So that's why we're here.
Here we are.
Anyway, a conspiracy that I actually genuinely believe. First of all, easy one to get out of the way. JFK was killed by the CIA, and the FBI absolutely killed Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, 100%. Those ones are like not even like...
Those don't count.
The JFK one especially, like, because I don't know if you ever had to watch it, but we literally watched a video in school where it was like recreating the JFK assassination, and it was like there's just no way. Like it just doesn't make sense.
You know, there's a video game called the JFK Simulator, which you can assume.
What?
I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
And there's no way, like, if you follow, like, through the game exactly how the documents say everything happened and how it played out, you can't do it.
Yeah, it actually doesn't make sense.
Nope.
It literally does not make sense how you do it. And
it's impossible. And you know, these topics, this is going to be another one of those broad,
this is going to be a rough one too. I feel like we'll have to visit these again. I feel like I mean, everybody's done like a JFK breakdown, why it's happened. Yeah. But you know, that's not what we're here today to do. No. But we might in the future. Yeah. Is my point. The Martin Luther King one too. That one is also like so 100%, because I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it was him or Malcolm X, where I literally was watching something and it was like he thought that he was gonna die for like a couple days and like kept talking about how he thinks that people are after him. And then, because you know, people, okay.
Well, the FBI did literally fax him a message that said, "You should kill yourself now."
Yeah. Literally.
I can't believe how quickly we're going to turn. We haven't said a cuss word yet, but this is going to turn explicit immediately.
And I do have to say another thing about that. First, to preface this, equal rights for anyone is just not communism. But Martin Luther King was also a communist, separate.
That is true.
From wanting equal rights. And, you know, this was during like the major Red Scare. And so, especially being a prolific civil rights leader, not only do I believe that the FBI just like completely saw him as a threat, because I feel like they were like, I feel like they felt like he could, like, I don't know, like run for president, or like, not that he would ever gotten like elected back then, because, you know.
Yep.
But like just that in itself would be like a symbol enough for people. And I feel like they were like worried about another bastion of communism basically happening in the United States.
Yeah. People's is dumb. People's is a dumbass. Sorry, I had to make my table tangible.
It is, yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's insanity. But, you know, and you know who else was kind of a communist was Oppenheimer, apparently, or Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, he was, because, well, the thing is a lot of visionaries and shit like that were communists, because
labeled communism.
Yeah, labeled communist. Because communism, in theory, is trying to give equal rights and opportunities to everyone involved, whereas capitalism is inequal.
For all you hardy-tardy, red-blooded Americans out there, socialism and communism are different.
Yes.
Communism doesn't work. Socialism is just being a good person to other people.
Communism could work in theory.
I guess that's true.
If you did not have a dictator that decided to take over, that's the problem.
That is true, but I will also say everything technically works in theory. It's practice that will always be our downfall.
True. I do have to say, sorry, I am not a complete red-blooded Marxist. I'm more of I'm a democratic socialist, you could say.
I am a monkey on a chair in I don't know, I just found this place off the internet. Pretty sure this is a Doom dungeon.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
But, I mean, we literally have socialism in the U.S., which is why I'm just like, dude, you don't even know what socialism is. You are just...
You're just... Yeah. It's easy. I can't believe the Red Scare shit's still even
Medicaid,
real.
Socialism. Medicare, socialism.
I'll go ahead and say any true American already hates the Russians. Isn't that enough?
Well, you know, not necessarily, because
except for our communist leader, dude, apparently
he loves glaze. They love
glazing.
They love glazing each other. Apparently. Oh, sorry, I just had a big yawn. I've got another conspiracy. It's about the conspiracy of my sleep, okay? Because, first off, no matter how much I sleep, I believe the government is... I don't know if I actually believe this.
Don't mind that.
I'm actually just being funny with you guys. But I think the government's beaming something in my brain while I sleep. Because literally, yesterday...
Who says brain like that? That's the
I tried to go to bed. I went to bed at a decent time, 6 p.m. Which for us, we work at 4 in the morning. So, you know, it's not like that much earlier than I would normally go to bed. Well, it is a lot earlier than I normally go to bed, but not a lot earlier than when I should be going to bed.
Mhm.
And I woke up at like 11, had to take a fucking piss.
As per usual.
And here's the problem. After I got done pissing, I laid down to go to sleep. Now, my brain would not go to sleep. My body was just like laying there, and my brain was thinking the entire time. So I could literally, for like 3 hours, basically just partially conscious, like lying there, thinking a tiny bit, not moving any muscle on your body, just trying to relax, and you can't go to sleep at all.
Mm.
And so then I woke up, and it just felt like I didn't even go to bed at all.
Uh-oh.
And I literally felt more tired than when I went, or than when I had tried to go to bed.
Oh, sure.
But
Yeah, I've actually heard that around ye old office. For some reason, the people around here, whenever they get a full night's of good rest, they come in and they're like, "Oh, I should have slept for 8 hours. I feel like I'm gonna die."
see, I didn't even sleep for the full thing because like my body was just like not even fully asleep. So that's what cooked me. If I would have been able to actually like fully,
I see.
because what happened is like for 3 hours I just lied there basically like, well, like my eyes were closed, but like that's what was happening internally. It basically is my brain was just like, yeah,
Eyes wide shut, eyes closed, just like all these to the American people. Am I right?
yeah,
Rise up, king.
that's like all these conspiracies.
Okay. Not to completely divulge from what you were saying.
Let's divulge.
Or diverge is what I meant to say. But here's a conspiracy. This is a new one. This is one I genuinely think about often.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Okay.
On there, you know what? We have the power of the internet. Watch this.
Zing. Oh,
God damn it!
gonna have to block.
Gonna have to censor that bad boy. Here's the conspiracy. I'm actually trying to dox myself every given moment.
Pretty
apparently.
much.
But I think that McDonald's has a fake, or I guess it's not fake, a real company called, like, it's called 100% beef, or like fresh beef or whatever. So that, because if you look at a quarter pounder at a McDonald's box, it says made with 100% beef. But I think what it is a company called 100% beef.
If you look up 100% beef company, does it come up?
Beef. I spelled percent wrong. It's okay.
That's literally, it's on the McDonald's website. Look, it was right there. Look, McDonald's is 100% beef, a company owned by McDonald's.
Do they know? Don't allow. If they know where I live, I'll die.
Dude, this is crazy.
Reject all. Is 100% beef a company owned by McDonald's? It's the official website, and therefore your beef products are not actually 100% beef. Does McDonald's know?
We've heard this myth and can confirm that 100% beef is not a company owned by McDonald's. We've heard 100% beef when describing our beef burgers because they are made from whole cuts of beef taken from the forecutter and flank, which are simply mince shaped in the burger patties.
You would fucking say that, McDonald's. I don't trust you for a second. This came out in 2018. Holy crap. I thought this was like new news.
Damn, bro. The people literally were ahead of you.
I still believe that. If not McDonald's, I bet
if you want a
somebody
McDonald's
does.
conspiracy that is actually true, there is literally a potato mafia.
This is true.
That is driving up the cost of fries at not just McDonald's, but every fast food restaurant. Do you notice how the only way you can get cheap fries now is in the app? You can get $1.29 any size fry, which, you know, that's cheap compared to it's like $3.99, I think, for a large fry. And it's because the potato mafia, that's literally what they are called. The potato mafia. Literally,
it's like a group of like large potato companies.
It's like Ore-Ida, some other thing, and like another one. It's like the three biggest potato companies. And they literally will say, hey, if you guys raise your price, we will also raise the price of our potatoes. And so what should normally be happening if capitalism works, which obviously it doesn't. Let's just get over that fact. Okay. End stage. We're literally reaching end stage capitalism where companies don't care about their workers.
We are in a nightmare.
But how it should work is if one company were to raise their price, another company should be like, hey, I'll lower my price so more people want to buy my potatoes. Instead, what happens is one company raises their price, and then the other company also just raises their price just slightly less than the first company.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third company is also like, well, then I'll just also raise my price.
Whoop.
And they do it more than maybe like the first two or something like that. So it's literally like they are trying.
They're trying to run you for all your worth.
Yeah, they're trying to literally run your pockets, bro.
We see you, you little sons of guns.
Mm-hmm. And so,
and look, my table's risen.
it has risen.
Christ has risen. Christ has risen. Hail the Christ.
And so, literally, and also another thing about McDonald's, dude, I am so sick of McDonald's not filling up their fries unless you literally get on their ass about doing it. Because, listen, I don't try and be that guy, okay? But, I mean, in the cases where I'm talking about, this is like the fry is not even half fucking full and in a large fry. And it's like, dude, what are we doing here? That is how that is how a McDonald's fry is advertised, okay? It is advertised that it's full up. It's coming out of the top of it.
It looks beautiful. It looks like golden grass on a blood red ground.
Half the time, if you're not paying attention, they will literally have the fries halfway, like like the lip of that cup, like where it like curves. That's where the fries will be at. Like it'll be like down to the where the fry thing starts at, and not to the top. And it's like, dude, I am literally paying so much money for these. You don't like. It used to be like I used to not be as anal about it at McDonald's because it's like you weren't paying that much. But now it's almost the same as going to a regular restaurant. And so like that is like such a simple thing that they should be able to accomplish.
Companies bloody hate you and they want all your money.
And so literally it's like if I see that it's not full, I'll be like, hey, fill these up a little bit more, please.
Fill them up!
Fill them up. Because listen,
at
the end of the day, it takes an extra 10 seconds out of their day to do that.
Fucking McDonald's workers, bro.
And it's like, dude, I'm sorry. I worked at McDonald's, and it does not take that much extra effort just to be like, okay, let me just fill it up all the way. You know what I mean? If
you're a human being who doesn't like throw a man an extra nugget, you are worthless. You're garbage. I'm just saying, evil.
If you like, literally, it takes more time to it takes more time to just not do it right. Come to the window, try and hand it to me. Get it handed back to you. You have to go back there if you just did it right the first time. But the thing is they'll try and cut every corner to save any cent. And it's like, because at the end of the day, those little bit of extra fries is costing McDonald's maybe a penny.
Yeah, well, not even.
Not even. But you know what it's costing you? $3.99.
Yeah, $3.99.
Yeah, exactly. So like, fuck you, McDonald's. Come on.
Now, do you know who doesn't cut corners?
Dude, speaking of peak. I love Wendy's.
How we always come back to, we are a hungry bunch of characters.
We do come back to food.
We think about food, I guess.
Well, here's another conspiracy though. This is a great segue because Wendy's has the Wednesday meal right now. And here's a conspiracy. All of these fast food companies are now trying to make kids products that are also marketed towards adults that are way more expensive, because like McDonald's literally also has, because like Wendy's has the Wednesday meal. All it is like it's a regular meal with like a Frosty. And you also get like something else, I think, too. I think you get like a collectible thing. Yeah.
You get the evil cheeseburger and the evil fries.
That is literally more expensive than just buying all the components separately.
Hold on. Side question. Is Wednesday evil?
Well, I feel like the Addams family, like in general, they're not like evil per se. They just kind of like,
they're just like gothic, macabre.
They're just very like weird and like torturous, but like, cause like I don't think they would outright just kill anybody. You know what I mean?
If I saw Wednesday Addams' big fucking forehead walking down the street, I would hit her with a bat.
Fair.
I would crack her skull open.
Honestly, that's fair.
Not Jenna Ortega. I don't have a problem with Jenna Ortega, but if I saw Wednesday Addams, I would take
specifically Wednesday Addams
to her giant bulbous forehead.
Understandable. So McDonald's is doing the same shit though, because they've got a Hello Kitty meal that's aimed for adults, and it's $16.
Oh my
And
god!
you only get one toy, or you could just buy 4 Happy Meals for the same price and get more food as well.
Hey, Five Guys.
Ooh, a Five Guys fries. Okay, I have to say, have you gone to Grand Junction yet?
No.
Dude.
I've been and here's the thing is
Dude.
I plan on going there when I go to the grocery store.
Okay.
This has been like
Today?
No, I'm not going today. I'll probably go tomorrow. But this has been a saga in my life lately of me just saying I'm gonna go to the grocery store today,
and you didn't go today either.
And I just haven't, and I just don't want
guys.
to.
I have to show you. Okay, if you think Subway is good, first off, Subway is only good if
looking
you
for something.
Yeah, look, I'm looking for my phone. Subway is only good if you're using coupons because that's the only way it's worth it. It's so overpriced otherwise.
Absolutely. I used to be able to get like a full meal at Subway for like $10. I don't even know what it's anymore.
Now, if you got a coupon, you can get it for $10.
Cringe.
So, like, I guess. But Grand Junction. Okay, look at this. Look at this up. This is the Barnyard. We talked about this last time. I'll just have to show this, everyone, because it is truly amazing. Look at that.
Yummy. Oh, yeah, he sent that to me.
The reason why I bring it up,
yummy.
Their Cajun fries are so good because Five Guys fries are good, but they're kind of like mushy in the middle because they're so potato-y.
Sure.
Grand Junction basically takes those Five Guys fries, elevates it because it gets rid of the too much sog in the middle. I think they just do the fries a little bit longer, and their Cajun fries.
Oh, you know what? Here's a conspiracy for you. Thinking about Five Guys. Also, this is like a side note, but if anybody is like saying, "You're good, I know you pay a lot for the fries. Look at all the fries you get in the bag." That's what you're paying for, jackass.
Yeah.
Like the extra fries in the bag, quote unquote, those are just the fries that you're buying.
Yeah, that is literally part of.
That's a part of the thing.
The price.
You're not getting extra fries.
Yeah. Because
jackass.
Yeah, I always it's part of the calories in the fry count
that they
have
to
do.
You
dumb. Yeah,
they're not putting extra.
I have thought about that. I'm like, you guys are literally fucking idiots, bro. Like,
I don't know why how that thought comes to mind. Or
yeah,
like, but they're good.
Yeah, they literally legally they could not do that.
Yeah, so you should feel bad if you think that.
Yep, you should feel bad, but
not the point.
So that honestly, that's a conspiracy. That was a conspiracy right there.
There you go. That's a conspiracy for you. I'm not going to be mean. You guys are lovely. Our lovely little students. Have some run. Only the underage ones. Only the underage ones. Oh yeah, they're here too. That's that's Potato Mafia. These guys suck.
They do fucking suck.
You suck.
Stop driving up our French fry price.
Please. Is it so wrong that I want to eat potatoes and like be happy?
Dude,
it is.
It was National Potato Day yesterday. We're recording this on Wednesday. Tuesday was the day. I have to say, potatoes are like the best.
I love potatoes,
heat, bro. Fries.
I think potatoes got to be one of my favorite food. You can do anything with a potato.
Anyways, let's get off food. Let's go back to conspiracies.
Let's go back to conspiracies.
We were talking about conspiracies relating to food, but now we're just hungry right now.
That's true. I made. Nah, you know what? We're getting off the food. I'm not going to talk about food any further from here.
Yeah,
probably.
We might.
It's more than likely.
We just might. Do you have a conspiracy, or should I go next? Because I've got a little conspiracy to bring to the table.
I know there are conspiracies that I genuinely believe.
Yeah. Like, you think 9/11 was an inside job?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think 9/11 was an inside job for a lot of reasons.
See, that one, I'm like half. I go back and forth.
See, my big thing about, I guess,
because there's a lot of evidence.
Yeah, but is there though?
There is.
the biggest thing. So I know the steel beam whatever thing, but like sure it won't melt.
That's not even the part that I like to focus on. What is weirder to me is the Pentagon
getting hit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but there was no plane.
Yeah, there was.
You couldn't see it.
Well, it disintegrated.
That's what they say.
Oh my god. All right. Here's actually on the topic of conspiracies. I like conspiracy nuts because that's like one of the number one argument that you'll hear is like, that's what they tell you.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is when the other one crashed, into the field, there was wreckage. And
Yeah, but
so
it was like
there should have probably been wreckage. And
yeah,
so
but it was like
there should have probably been wreckage when the other one hit the Pentagon.
sure, but there's a difference between a plane hitting like soft ground and concrete.
Okay, well, let me run this by you. I'm not saying I think the Twin Towers part was real.
Yes,
But I think that the Pentagon part was faked.
Why though?
Because I think that they used 2 planes. Okay.
Okay, who? The government? Like we did, or who did?
Yes.
Okay.
We hired those people.
Oh my god. Okay, actually, I see that pipeline. I know that we made. Didn't we make?
We
made Al
Qaeda.
Al Qaeda.
Al Qaeda. We made Al Qaeda.
And then they turned into terrorists.
And we also are the ones who put the regime in power in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's all true. But the thing is,
yeah,
we back in the day, back in the old Cold War days, we had a knack for just going into other countries and fucking it up.
And so I think that they used that as a cover to try and pull some shit at the Pentagon.
See, I disagree only because the terrorists who hate America. This was a funny thing I remember.
Ultimately,
about this.
I believe it was a ploy to push the government or push the U.S. into having support for going into the Middle East.
All right.
Because Bush, like it was leaked months in advance before 9/11 that Bush wanted to go into the Middle East.
So
and he basically just needed a reason.
I'll say you're half. I'll agree halfway there. There is no doubt in my mind that when 9/11 happened, Bush and his entire
was like holy shit,
entire administration was like,
yes,
yes.
If he had no part in it,
for your loss.
If he had no
America,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if this seems insensitive to you guys. It's just I feel like it's just hard for us to relate and like make it feel like such like a tragedy when for us we weren't even alive when it happened, and then for literally 10 years every year during 9/11 they're like, hey guys, here's another video, different new angle just dropped of them jumping off the buildings, you gotta watch this one, and you gotta watch this one. And so after you watch that for like 10 years it just becomes like, I don't want to say it's funny, but like you just become so desensitized because you're watching people jump off buildings and you're like 10.
See, I feel like that might be like a different issue. I feel
well, it is a different issue. That's what I'm saying.
People like, especially in the United States, have become just super desensitized.
Oh,
because we have so much
100%
horrible stuff happen to us all the time.
I mean, a school shooting happens every other day, and we
don't think
it used to be like a thing in the news. Every time a school shooting happened, that'd be a huge deal, and now it's only a huge deal when it's like a fringe group of people, so like the media can make them into a villain, or like framing that group of people in a negative light usually.
Yeah.
Like the only time you hear about a shooter is like if they're trans, because Fox is like, oh, it's a trans shooter, so all the trans people must be trying to shoot up the schools.
Did anybody hear about a bomb threat that we just had?
We did just have a bomb threat in our area.
Like usually that shit should be like national.
They literally... The person, I don't know if that had to be national.
I guess you're right.
It's kind of
they stripped him down and made him put his hot
dingling, his hot
dingling. I don't know why. I don't understand the context of this. I don't know why they made him strip, how they made him strip, but they did. So that was cool. The whole point is that I guess we've gone over like 30 different points at this point. Point. Okay. So I'm saying
I was gonna interject in there, but I honestly just wanted to see like where you were going with that. So
with points,
yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Sorry, we had to do a little selfie.
We took a selfie. I'm literally, which is funny because I guess if we're going with the fat robot thing, I'm slouched literally like how my PNG here, how little guy. Yep. That's the
little guy.
That's the name of this thing that I use. Placeholder little guy. I'm sitting exactly like him because we're the same.
But
we're one of the. I'm also green.
So whether or not the U.S. fully had a ploy,
they definitely capitalized on it.
They definitely capitalized on it, and whether or not they did or not, they basically planted the seeds of it because they started Al Qaeda. So
I do like.
I mean,
the
and Al Qaeda was the one who claimed, like, them doing it or
Right,
whatever.
but that's
So
and see that one. I mean, obviously, the group that's like, we hate America and we are glad that we killed all your people. Like, group are the ones
right.
being like,
I
yeah, that
mean,
was
yeah,
us.
exactly. So who knows? That's what I mean.
Mm.
Who really knows? No one really knows except
I'm still firmly in that, at least for the most part. It wasn't like like, I don't think Bush sat down with a group of people and was like, guys, we are going to fly 4 planes into
he could have just told the
buildings.
CIA to do it.
Yeah, and I think the CIA, even the CIA. I mean, the CIA killed a president. I don't know,
Dude,
what brains the
I'm telling
CIA
you,
has.
bro, the CIA killed the president. Do you think that to them a couple thousand American people is a lot?
I feel like the 60s, 70s CIA was a lot like more
They didn't give
ruthless
a
than
shit,
the
bro.
fucking
That's
2000s CIA. Name one country we've, besides our own, laugh track,
Iran.
that we've toppled from the inside within the
We
last
did
decade.
try to do Iran.
Tried.
We did try to do Afghanistan again.
Buddy, remember the Banana Republic?
Iraq.
That's true. But we haven't, like, I'm saying the CIA.
Countries in Africa that I can't think of, but I'm sure there's some.
They're not on top of their game these days.
The
That's
Congo.
all I'm saying.
Cuba.
What are they doing in the Congo?
Remember when we tried to take over Cuba in 2006?
No, I think I was 3.
I think it was
no.
2006 where we tried to take over Cuba because Fidel, and that's why
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro was like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Let's see. Let's go. Just World Report 2006 Cuba, Human Rights Watch. Oh, I did not know about
President Fidel Castro, known as 40, Cuba's criminal, blah 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 blah. I swear to God, I think we tried to like overthrow Cuba sometime in the 2000s, and it like failed miserably.
Hey, if the CIA is actively destroying our country, they're doing a hell of a job at it,
dude. It would be the biggest psyop ever by the CIA just to be like, hey, how much can we fuck up the American people?
I want them to come out and be like, it was a prank. We were just kidding the whole time. It's not.
It's not.
It's not a prank.
It's literally not a prank.
Prank's on me. Hey,
honestly,
egg on my face.
Dude, I mean, think about how many nations we have tried to overthrow.
How many we have overthrown.
And that too.
But, whatever.
So, yeah, that's pretty great.
Oop, I'm pressing buttons on my keyboard that I shouldn't be pressing. It's the nature of time,
what
folks.
was the one where, what's his name? That was from the guy who got locked up.
Mandela?
Yeah, that country too. We also.
What country is that? Well, then didn't he? He went to prison and then came out. Nelson Mandela.
I like how Wendy's patty. Oh, that's because they had the Wendy's Krabby Patty. That's right.
Yep. Yummy. This looks so much better. Well, I don't know what this juice up here is, but that looks really.
That's
good.
the Krabby Patty secret formula, bro.
Secret formula. Oh yeah, South Africa.
South Africa, yep. And so I mean,
the old Mandela,
dude, and he only died like 12 years ago. Mandela, that's actually crazy.
The Mandela catalog.
I'm pretty sure. Is Mandela Effect named for Nelson Mandela?
Yeah, because the whole this will be some deep, rather than real world sad conspiracies. This is the perfect segue to get into like mystic crazy shit conspiracies. So jumping off what the Mandela Effect is. The Mandela Effect is basically, like the Bernstein, like people remember it this way, but it's actually this way.
Or like the Haynes cornucopia too.
Yep. So the big thing about the Mandela...
Dude, I swear to God, I do remember the cornucopia.
And I do too. I remember the cornucopia.
I swear to God, I remember that shit.
But the bit is that, like, this is not Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela went to prison, and everybody thought he died in prison. Everybody thought he died in prison, but and then it didn't come out. Everyone was like, no, he's currently the sitting president of South Africa. Like, he's still alive.
Yeah.
So everybody across the nation, like the world, was like, no, dude, I heard Nelson Mandela.
I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God, I thought he died too.
But I guess he did. But he's like, yeah, but he was the president of South Africa. Like, he was alive for a long time. He didn't die in prison. That's the whole bit. And people were like, wait, he is currently in a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, it's like this weird, people say that it's like, look at this. What the hell is this?
AI generated slop, bro.
That is disturbing. I don't even know if that's AI. He looks like that's something
Dude, I don't
else.
like that.
I don't like that at all. But there's like an idea of the Mandela of effect or affect. I don't remember effect. I think it's effect.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Where people say like that's like universes clashing.
Reset. It's basically incursions
mm-hmm.
from Marvel, if you know what that is.
So it's just like people just remember things in a weird way. Like George, I don't remember him having a tail. I do remember Pikachu having the black on his tail, which is crazy.
Wait, he doesn't?
No, he doesn't.
Wait a second. Pikachu. Dude, no. He did have the black on his tail, bro.
No, look.
No. Dude, he did.
I thought so too.
No, I swear to God in the anime, bro. He did.
I did too. That's what I'm saying is, look.
Nothing. He
doesn't have it.
I didn't even know that one. That's crazy. I always thought he had a black tail.
I did too. I thought he had like a black tips tail, but he doesn't.
Dude,
and you see, it's stuff like that where it's like everybody believes this, and that's such a niche like detail that it's weird that it's not just like one person be like, no, I thought he had like a
it's like
tail.
A bunch of people.
It's enough people to be like, oh damn, he actually just had a yellow tail. So it's just weird stuff like that.
Dude, yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom, there's the one where it doesn't have the cornucopia. And yeah, look, it looks exactly... Here, we'll look it up. Yeah, so here's the Fruit of the Loom logo. But look, you see? I remember this cornucopia.
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
I swear.
Cornucopia, I swear to God.
So cornucopia is a sick name, can I just say?
Chromacopia. Great album, by the way. Just had to say that.
I'm like, now I'm bugging. I can't tell. Am I out of my mind?
Why?
Because no, there had to be a cornucopia.
Dude, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I remember there being a cornucopia.
Because this is literally exactly what that cornucopia is too exact.
Dude, it fits so perfect there. I'm telling you.
It's literally. What the hell's going on? I'm bugging. Huh.
Was that another one like the Coca-Cola, like the line being in a different place or something like that?
Ooh, I don't know. I know the Ford one has like Ford logo. This is like this little curl. People say that it doesn't have the curl.
I've never really paid attention to Fords. I wouldn't know.
I remember taking a test and I saw this and I was like, "That's cheap. Why? Like, how would anybody have? Nobody knows. Nobody would have known that."
Yeah, I wouldn't remember that shit.
What's another one? What's another? There's the Bernstein, but I think that one's just like how it's said.
Yeah,
so, like doesn't count.
Here is a conspiracy for you.
Mm-hmm.
The Epstein files.
Oh boy. Okay. We're drifting back into the insanity stuff.
First off, no. This is not insanity. This is real, bro. The Epstein files are real, bro. 100%. Believe it or not. Also, I watched a video on CoffeeZilla, and he did 5 lies in the Epstein footage. First off, one was the government was like, yeah, you can see all of the angles. You can literally see where the prisoner was. You can't see his angle at all. And it literally says in the documents, it says partial view of stairway. So if you were walking on one side of the stairway, you wouldn't see if there was a prisoner going up or down. Number 2, there wasn't only one camera. There was 11 other cameras there that they mysteriously lost the footage for. 11 cameras. 11 cameras. You lost the footage for all 11 cameras.
Yeah.
All 11 cameras. And then the guard that was supposed to be going to check on him for every 5 minutes, he said, "Oh, I never went and checked on him one time. It was a slow night, so I was just chilling."
Yeah. And then, or whatever. It was like he looked away
and he said it. He was like, "I don't remember."
Yeah, for real.
What?
Bullshit, bro.
What?
I don't trust it. I think that's like the most. That is definitely the most deep state, like scary.
If you want to watch like a serious video that gets you thinking about it, go watch the Voidzilla video. 5 lies about the Epstein footage. Great video.
We don't trust
It's
this.
absolutely fantastic, actually.
Yeah, I think this is the most like, especially in the modern time, Epstein is absolute. That is the most like on the nose, trying to be covered up. Buddy,
yeah, I mean, like it's clearly obvious that they're trying to cover it up. It's not. They're not slick with it. They're really not slick with it at all, actually. And no, for real. I love Jeffrey Epstein. He's my buddy. Dude, that's the real reason why PBS got defunded.
Real. Goddamn,
like,
awful
like,
people.
Bro. Also, I cannot believe that PragerU is going to be replacing PBS. PragerU, there's literally an episode, and it's Christopher Columbus, and he's like, well, being a slave is better than being dead, no? And it's like, no, actually. Nope. That's why a bunch of people jumped off the ships.
Yeah, I'm willing
and there was a war literally fought where people died.
History will agree again and again. It is better to be dead than to be a slave.
Yeah, literally. And so that is what the president is trying to put in the hands of American children. What the hell?
Why?
What the actual hell?
For what?
Being a slave is better than being dead, no?
No.
Nope. Christopher Columbus.
No Christopher Columbus.
No Christopher Columbus.
No Christopher Columbus. That's a bad Christopher Columbus.
Bad Christopher Columbus.
That's why you see these out of the assholes. That's the reason I'm in this dark, dingy basement or whatever. Really? This is like tiling. I don't know what's going on up here, but
Thailand.
I'm not in Thailand. Don't worry.
Lady boys.
There are lady boys in Thailand.
Did you fuck with that?
Lady boys? No, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Do you fuck with lady boys?
I could get down.
Okay. Well, I've just learned something new that I didn't want to learn. So that's good. Here's a conspiracy for you. Is there such thing as a lady boy? Vsauce, Michael. Is there such thing as a lady?
Oh, God.
There's
no such thing as any gender.
Gender. I don't even know her.
If you think of it.
If you think about it. That's a really
the construct
good one.
Of gender is only a societal term.
I don't know. I don't really.
Also, side note on
I'm not getting
that.
Into this one.
The Greeks. See, I always
bring up the fucking Greeks.
I always go back to the Greeks because everyone's like, "Oh, homosexuality wasn't a thing." Like, tell later, and it's like, dude, the Greeks literally. Like, they hated women so much that they would only marry them to have babies, and then they would just go fuck other guys because they were like, listen.
Them Greeks was J-boys.
That's true.
Them Greeks, they got also, penis
did you
shoes.
Know, oh, what's the term? Is it Socrates?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. Socrates,
no, it's
Aristotle.
like one of them like famously didn't fuck their students. And so, like, the term, like, about, oh my God, it's like something about being like, not having sex, I feel like.
I think there's a mysterious place in Antarctica.
I'm going to look this up.
I'm going to go on a side tangent while he does that. I'm pretty sure there's something in Antarctica. I couldn't tell you what it is.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that, because who was that guy, that pilot who like flew out there? His name's literally like Bird. Flew out there and like after World War I, and he came back and he got a Medal of Honor because of it. And he said the government was like, you cannot tell anyone about anything you saw. But we did like get his journal, and it was all insane nonsense rambling. Whatever he said in his journal had to do with like subterranean master race people. I didn't believe that shit. I feel like that was all cover up in a way, or maybe he just went insane. But
it's like, have you guys ever watched Loki? If you watch Loki, when the one hunter comes back and like the female Loki shows her basically her past life, and then the TVA kills her because they're like, oh wow, no, she's just scrambled, she's crazy, blah 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 blah, and it's like actually it was just like some crazy shit that she saw like that she tried to tell the world, and they were like, no.
Yeah, I think that's I think whatever they saw was like, I don't know if it was like life altering. I think it was probably something that would cause like tension between countries. I don't know if it was like they found God Lord himself or Satan Lord of Darkness, but I do think that there was something in Antarctica that was discovered.
What do you think would be there, though?
Ice wall. We're actually flat Earth. Flat Earth. That's why if you go to the poles, it's all flat Earth.
True.
True. Glass dome.
Glass dome.
I don't know. I guess I don't really know what would be out there. I guess enough to give somebody a Medal of Honor, but to make them not talk about what they saw. So I bet
Like
some
a
sort of
super
resource. Weapon? I'm thinking like oil, like a lot of oil.
See, if I don't know if it would be oil. I feel like if it was oil, like they would have found out about that.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's
and they
why
would be drilling the shit out of it.
Well, that they probably. I mean, that's my like if it's oil, it's probably. Yeah, we went out there. Don't tell anybody we found this massive thing of oil because in Antarctica, we'll give you the Medal of Honor. You just can't talk about it. And we're going to go out there and drill all of this oil. Just make it. And that's why they wrote that journal where it's like, yeah, just say some crazy, ooky, spooky, kooky shit.
Yeah. I feel like if there was a resource, it would be like I imagine them like underground mining it like in a cave with like pickaxes. Because like it's like some like crazy like unknown material that is like secretly powering like
some
anything.
Kind of unobtainium,
some kind of silver surfer.
This Silver Surfer character. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. I usually don't jump right into the paranormal stuff, but I do know that like people are far more willing to be like, don't tell all of our friends that we have all of this. Like maybe it's gold. Maybe they found a big reserve of gold over there or something. Yeah.
I could definitely see something being over there, 100%. Because, I mean, even in terms of like space, and if it is a subarctic condition, I mean, in terms of just having that much space, you feel like they would figure out a way to colonize it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If like if they're worried about running out of space anywhere, I feel like they would figure out a way to like deploy like warmers to Antarctica or something like that.
Hey, buddy, I feel like
we're doing that. Enough,
we're doing that anyway. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm sure once the ice caps melt and we're fighting in mechs in Antarctica, we'll finally find out. But I think the big thing about like why we haven't really like. I guess there's Inuits, but you can't. There's not really resources. You can't plant anything. No. You're surviving off of seals, and you're competing with like the top predator. What are those things called? Woolly bears, polar bears.
Woolly bears is crazy.
So it's just like I don't know. Did you know they're like 10 feet tall? Did you know polar bears are like
they're fucking
monsters,
huge, bro? Yeah, they're actually huge.
That's horrifying. Imagine you're an explorer and you
now I could not fight a polar bear.
No.
Black bear, easy with a sword and shield.
Black bear W, I think, and I was literally thinking about this earlier too, which is really weird that you brought it up. But black bear, I think you can take. Brown bear probably can take. Grizzly, I don't think you're taking a grizzly.
So you're on my side now.
I'm on your side up to brown bear. I don't think grizzly.
I never said I'm getting out of the situation unscathed.
True.
That's where I think I was misunderstood because I never said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna millie whop this bear."
Have we talked about this before on the podcast?
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we've definitely talked about it in real life. If we haven't, one
of the first big conversations we had when we like first met was, could you fight a bear?
Yeah.
And the flat out answer was basically no. No, you can't fight a bear.
That's what everyone told me.
That's what
Okay. Now I, on the other hand,
so he's pretty sure that if he did like Naruto.
Okay, wait, hang on. I said there's a couple caveats. If I have a sword and a shield.
Yes, that's where we're bringing up. Is at some point the sword and the shield gets introduced. You get a sword and a shield.
You get a sword and a shield. I think that I could take a bear reasonably. I think that I would break an arm. Or something.
At least break an arm.
Because here's my plan of attack, okay? First off, black bears are pretty small anyways. They're like the same size as humans, pretty much.
Oh,
so like, oh, there's another one.
Huge.
And so that's funny. That picture of Elon with Trump's hand on his shoulder is actually so funny.
My God, villains. Okay. Anyway, we're
But-
talking about something awesome right now.
But my theory, okay, because like they're not that big, right? Like black bears like are only like 6-7 feet tall max.
I think they're not massive bears. Yeah,
Actually,
look,
they're even shorter.
it was a little guy.
Yeah, so I mean, if it stood up, it'd probably be the same. It'd probably be a little taller
6
than me,
feet.
or
They're
like
about
the
6
same
feet.
height. Yeah. So, especially a black bear, I'm saying sword and shield. Shield, easy, deflection, deflection, deflection. You basically just have to fend off attacks until you can wedge open its mouth and stab it up through the brain, basically. Because I mean, once you go right through its jaw, because it's really its main way of attacking you, because you're defending its claws with the shield. So its main way of getting in, like for the kill shot, is gonna be the mouth.
Right.
So you basically gotta rage bait it.
Yeah, you really have to you really have to finagle it.
Like you gotta bait it into opening its mouth. Honestly, you don't even maybe need to get it open its mouth. I feel like you could probably just like stab it through the eye or something like
so
that.
And if you don't know, bears have like super thick hides.
Yeah,
you can't just put a bullet. That's why there's bear mace. Can't just bring like a gun. Yeah. You need like an elephant gun if you want to kill one of these freaks.
Which is why it's basically like Dune.
I've never seen Dune. I don't know.
I've never seen Dune either. But
we don't know what we're talking about.
I just know that in Dune they don't use guns because the energy shields that they have are so like
powerful.
They're so powerful that the only way to penetrate them is by a knife moving so slow through them because it doesn't register it as a threat.
Isn't that like the Vibro? The
the Vibro
I think that
knife
might be Star Wars.
Whatever. No, you're right. The Vibro knife.
Sweet.
I think is what it's called. But yeah,
but like, so I think with Sword and Shield, you're getting the here's bear chart.
Wait, go back up to the ones versus the human. Yeah, that one.
I think you're getting. I think brown bear is definitely going to be testing your might. This is about as even a match with the Sword and Shield. I don't think you're beating a grizzly. You're not beating a polar bear.
I feel you might be able to beat a grizzly, but like you're gonna be like fucked up after it. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
Like the black bear. Okay, black bear. I feel like you're either like breaking an arm, or honestly, I feel like you could get out of it like pretty unscathed. Because like it's really not that. Oh my god! Bro.
This is the paw of a grizzly bear,
dude.
That's a. Oh my god, that is a demon,
dude. I mean, that's like literally bigger than his head.
So that's like 5 swords.
And that's what I'm saying is like a black bear's hand is not that big. It's not 5 swords level. That I don't know how you're deflect. Because like, dude, even if you bring up your shield, because like the black bear swings and you bring up your shield, it's small enough to like you can deflect it off, or like, dude, if that thing hits you,
I am
like you're not only. I don't know what type of shield you would have, but the shield's probably gonna get dented, like straight up, bro.
Cut in half, bro.
And
this is a phenomenon that more and more like.
I feel like maybe you could deflect it off, like if you like time it right.
Oh my god!
Do you think you could parry the bear swing?
I don't know if you've ever seen bears fighting, but they aren't slow. When they want to use their energy, they are going full. And so
you can run like 20 miles an hour.
Here's a point. They're as fast as horses. Grizzly bears are as fast as horses.
Oof, though.
But
why don't we just ride around on grizzlies instead of horses?
I don't.
That's way more badass.
Imagine trying to feed this thing.
Dude, that thing would be cute as a pet. I will cuddle up with it.
I mean, look at this guy. This guy's awesome. Oh, that guy's awesome. But the older and older I get, the more like cognitive and aware I become. Because I was just looking.
Well, that's usually how it works.
Right. My point is, I guess I'm looking at this picture here, and I'm thinking, damn, if I ran into this, I don't even know. I literally don't know what I would do if I saw a bear in real life. I think I would have an answer if I was younger. But
have you ever been to bear country?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen. Actually, that's a crazy story. So here's a little.
Sorry, guys.
In Colorado, in Loveland, like not deep into the woods. If you've ever been to Colorado, you'll understand like what I'm talking about. There was this bridge, and me and my friends went out there. We were just going for a walk. It was actually when I got this camera that we're using right now. And we wanted to go and test it out. and I was bringing it around, and we saw a brown bear, a big brown
Oof.
bear across like this little river, like creek, under a bridge. And
No.
I pointed out a bear, and it looked at us, and it ran away, and like
Imagine if it ran towards you.
This is peak male stupidity. We tried to find it afterwards.
Oh my god, that is actually crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that is peak dumb.
I don't even know.
Dude,
I don't know why.
Because
we did that.
yeah, most of the time, honestly, bears are more afraid of you than.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't say that than you are of them, but they're afraid of you.
Bears will not come down to cities and like go eating people
unless they're like used to people.
Yeah,
because then they will come fuck with you, or like if it's like near like a campsite, then the bears might fuck with you because it's like they're used to.
Or like riddled with rabies. I can see like a bear riddled with rabies coming down and like destroying stuff. I guess I don't know if bears get rabies, but like
I think anyone can get rabies.
Yeah, I think it's like the big mammal virus.
Holy shit! Wait, what's that big ass one?
This is a cave bear.
Oh, the old bears.
Yeah.
So I guess the polar bear is probably the closest descendant of that, right?
Oh no.
I don't know if we saw anything there.
Yeah, I got out of there before it did. Cave bear. So people are starting to think that cave bears might have been far more vegetarian. So maybe it wouldn't have been that big of a thing, a threat. Look at that. I guess, I mean, still though, monsters.
It is a behemoth, bro.
Monsters. Genuinely, like,
why do you
definitionally,
think that went,
monsters.
Why do you think that would have went extinct?
Just big prey. I mean, all North American megafauna except for moose have died off. So there's not really anything
after moose. You said?
Well, moose are the last megafauna in North America.
What the hell's a megafauna? Is that just
that's like like giant ground sloths, saber-toothed cats. Or those giant beavers.
So what are they the megafauna of? Basically, like deer.
Sure. I mean, they're their own species, so it's kind of like it's like I guess megafauna aren't their own species. It's just like they're giant mammals that used to live in after the dinosaurs or whatever. I could explain this a lot better, but you're getting the basic notes. But basically, every mammal had a giant version of themselves that used to roam the world, but they started dying off just because like natural climate change. I'm sure humans, like the dodo bird, we just ate them.
Probably too big, honestly, to find like enough sustain.
Yeah, they just can't. You can't sustain gigantism. Gigantism used to be great because you could fend off predators and there was a lot of food around. But when like the climate starts to change, a lot of them start dying off just because stuff. I mean, we still have elephants. Like that's megafauna. What are those called? Rhinos, I think, are megafauna.
Or giraffes.
But we've had bigger we've had giant giraffes, or giraffes are megafauna, yeah, but giant rhinoceros type animals.
I mean, basically, if you think about it, the Triceratops is basically like I feel like the rhinoceros is a descendant of like a Triceratops. It's like the closest thing.
Sure, I think in the evolutionary niche, they're like the same. They take up kind of the same role. They definitely have the same. Dude,
rhinos are actually kind of badass. Holy shit!
Yeah, they're sick. They have the same adaptation for sure. Like that's congruent.
Why do you think woolly mammoths went extinct, but elephants still exist? Because they're basically the same thing, right?
Humans definitely. Well, first of all, the climate was a lot colder even before industrialization. True. But also humans we definitely did a number on them.
Because like that would have been during the Ice Age that they were.
So, and that was a big North American animal. Was
true, I guess. And I mean, now nothing with that much fur would really work.
Yeah, definitely not where we are right now. Because like if they lived far, maybe that's what they found in Antarctica was woolly mammoths. There's your loop there. But it's just they just can't sustain after a while. Climate change, they're too warm. Elephants are still alive because they live in a world where like a climate where they can actually thrive.
True.
If the hairless smart monkey would stop killing them, that is. But I guess at this point,
unfortunately, we are harvesting their ivory like fucking bastards.
even though you can't really have a supply of ivory if you don't have any more, if they're not making any more ivory people.
Well, then for the people that own ivory, it's just more expensive. It's a collector's piece. Don't you understand, placeholder?
I do understand, but I hate us so much.
Dude, it's crazy to think that like butterflies and like bees and stuff are going extinct right now, bro. That's not good.
No, it's not good. If you like apples or apple pie,
Anything. If you like any fruit
or vegetable,
avocados, if you like your fucking
peppers,
peppers, jalapenos,
yeah, then.
Anyways, we're cooking as a world, we're cooking as a nation, and we are cooked in general.
I hate.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, that might be a good place to end it. So,
I think that's a depressing. Hold on. You know what? No, I refuse. I refuse to let us end on a bad note.
Okay,
like that.
We're gonna bring back. We're gonna find another conspiracy that's more fun.
I'll think of something. Here's.
I was gonna say this other thing that I wanted to talk about, but it's also depressing, so probably shouldn't end with that either.
Hold on. Let me conjure something up.
While you're thinking about that, we are cooked. We're cooking. Everything's going downhill. But at the end of the day, PhD is here to turn your frown upside down.
Actually, here, you know what?
We're here
I got something for
to make you happy. We're here to improve your mood and tell you what to do. Not really.
We're here to educate you so you understand. So you know that I personally, and I get called a cynic far too often, but I don't think that we are this bad. We're not this stupid. I think that older generations, I think every human gets set in their ways, and older generations will not ruin stuff, but they're so unmalleable that now that they're in charge of everything and they have all the power, they are going to continue to destroy until they all die off. But the upside is they will die off.
Will
they will
be enough time is the question.
There's always enough time. You can always, even if it's going to get worse and worse the longer it takes before we go back, but we can always go. I guess we can't go back, but we can make things better. We can make things
if we're
better.
So cooked, we're cooked, then we're cooked.
But we can still, we're the problem-solving animal at the very least. I think we'll be fine if we pull our shit together. It's too late for these old assholes who keep ruining everything for all of us. But if you go and talk to anybody younger than like 42 at least, everybody is in the same boat of we need to change shit. And change we will. We must at this point. We have to change stuff. We have to be different and we have to be uncomfortable so that we can survive. So that we can be comfortable. If that makes sense.
Sorry guys, while placeholder is ranting, I am consuming in capitalism. I just bought a Gengar sling bag. If you want to see the exact one, look up Toka. There it is, that first one right there.
That's what he bought. Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that kind of tough here?
Isn't that the like super? Oh no, wait.
Yeah, it is the Gigantamax.
The Gigantamax. That's actually pretty cool. Anyway, don't you? Oh, hold on, I actually have a big finger.
Consumerism.
Well, here, folks. You be the change you want to see. You can still do good. You can change things.
You can do it.
You can set an example.
We can do it.
You have to do it.
So
you have to do it.
Please make a change.
Make for the better, please. You, not your friend, not the people you don't like. You got to be better first. That's where I'm. Yeah, I guess I'll throw in the towel here. I don't think we're cooked, folks, unless you believe you're cooked. We can always do better, and now I'm on my own. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
He's going crazy.
I'm
waving
crazy.
goodbye.
He's waving goodbye.
Have a good time. Please, if you enjoyed this, don't get mad at any takes. We're not being super serious.
Except for the Epstein stuff.
Except for the Epstein stuff.
That's real.
Actually
That's real life.
That is actually for real.
And 9/11 a little bit, but
not to the
actually, you know what?
That I was.
I think the only ones that were the Antarctica one might be a bit of a stretch, and so is
honestly most of them were actually true.
I stand by everything
I do stand by
in this video.
But I do have to say I also like to play devil's advocate a lot, so that just yeah.
I have nothing to add.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Whoa, not that.
Goodbye.